All right, obviously a hard-fought game, disappointed in the outcome. Defensively, we've had some slippage lately. I know everybody else looks at the result, but statistically during our winning streak, teams have been shooting too high of a percentage against us. And the difference has been we're turning people over. And if somebody doesn't turn the ball over, my concern was our field goal percentage defense. So that got us tonight. The Dems' fourth foul really changed the game in a horrendous way. We don't foul jump shooters. We were up 6 when that happened. Anytime we had a chance to go on a run, we shot ourselves in the foot. So, look, we did I haven't seen the film, so from Sebastian's foul to the dies, had a bad foul pushing a guy. Burke had one in the first half as well, pushing a guy. So the reason we're winners is we stopped doing dumb stuff, dumb fouls in particular, and they were back tonight. And then at the end of the day, Smith is fast, and we failed miserably in our game plan to back up and make him shoot, all the way up into the last play. The goal was to back up and make him shoot. The last 2 plays. He got it to the rim on the last 2 plays. Our whole game plan was to back up and make him shoot. So we didn't get the job done. That falls on me. So disappointing.
Coach, what'd you tell Sebastian after?
I haven't told him anything.
You haven't told him.
I was coaching the game.
I just assumed maybe in the locker room or anything.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about that. I still haven't seen the play. So.
When you do see the play, what type of conversation do you have with the player who gets
Look, guys, this isn't rocket science. You just got, I mean, if he did it, you got to play smarter than that.
What type of difference did it make to essentially be playing this game with?
Yeah, I mean, look,
3
you
starters?
know, excuses are for losers. It was still 5-on-5, John. I mean, it was still 5-on-5. We didn't have to. This is not hockey. It wasn't okay. We weren't. They weren't in the penalty. We got to sub somebody in. We didn't get the job done. That's on me. Sure, we'd have liked to have him, but
What can a young team learn from this?
we've learned enough. We got enough losses. Simple. Scouting report. 2 things I already said. Too many bad fouls, egregiously unintelligent fouls, and terrible scouting report defense against Devian Smith. Davon, I'm not sure how to say his name. I apologize to him. Terrible. Not keeping him out of the penalty. All the way to the end. It's not like we didn't know that he's been starting at the point since we played them, since Worcester got hurt.
Mick, was there any thought to not calling timeout so to give them a chance to set up?
I thought I was too worried he was going to sprint it down and get fouled. Especially with Burke in the game, he's trying to get Brandon Williams back in the game. I mean, because the clock stops, on the made bucket, so they can just let it bounce. So it's not like they can't get organized. At the end of the day, we had 2 guys and he split them both. We had 2 guys there to stop him, and he got right down the middle of Will and Lasman. But I mean, look, that's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to go home and be mad that I called timeout. But I wanted to set my defense so I could slow him down, but we failed. But that's why I did it.
Coach, were you trying to set a limit on how many 3-pointers Utah shot? I think they shot 28 this game.
Yeah, we lost calls a few times. We walked, I mean, look, I can go over the film. They shot 32%. So. Bottom line is, guys, aside from all my, I'm upset with a lot of our defensive stuff and our bad fouls. We missed a plethora of wide open shots. I mean, unguarded shots. And when you play a team like Utah that just is going to make you beat them from the outside, double it them at all costs, triple it them at times. Pack the paint in when you go to drive. You've got to make some shots. We didn't make enough shots. It's a whole different game if we shoot the ball better. That aside, we still should have won the game, in my opinion. Bad fouls and our defense against Smith. But this game is sometimes, you guys, I'm coaching, you guys are watching, so I don't know, game gets real hard when guys are missing wide open shot after wide open shot. But that happens, it's basketball.
What'd you make of Lazar's production, especially, replicating, getting to the line, something that Sebastian usually does for you guys?
Yep, he gave us offense, but we only had 2 guys in double figures, that's a problem.
Nick, is this team matured enough to handle a tough loss like this and bounce back?
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I think, look, if you ain't matured by now, you played, 20-something games, is what it is. It's not like, it's not like we haven't lost before this year. My opinion would be that as wins pile up, teams start to forget why they're winning. People start to tell them that they're good. And I can't put them in a bubble. No coach can. And I've seen slippage in our defense. And I saw it against Colorado when we had a 14-point lead and we given up backdoor layups. So it's not a shock to me. In our winning streak, we've been giving up 48% from the field. We've been forcing a lot of turnovers and getting a lot of offensive rebounds, which has made up for that. But that's way too high of a number, way too high. So, look, we're no juggernaut. The guys are competing. I'm proud of that. But we're about winning at UCLA, so we got to play a lot smarter. We got to play a lot smarter. Just too many bad fouls.
Big picture. Any solace in the fact that this is a different team than one that played in Utah?
I mean, maybe some people, not me. I'm just not going to that way. Look, we obviously, that was one game. Even our earlier losses, we just couldn't score. We were competing, but we had a lot of dumb fouls. What scares me is we did the stuff that beat us tonight is what beat us early. Forget the Utah game, we get killed. Our early losses, we had a lot of dumb fouls and scouting report breakdown. And that's what put us behind the 8 ball on the season. And that's what I saw tonight. From a defensive standpoint. So I got to get that corrected.
Any more questions?
Yeah, then,
I think we got it.
we're done.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm late.
That's all right. All right, guys, thank you.
Thank you.